Welcome back to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals across the Switch eShops, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now as always in this video, any price goes. If you want the cheaper side of things, check out Thursday's edition where I keep everything sub $10 or your local currency. With that though, look, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we will do here, join our growing family and let's get started. As always then, I do have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards later in the video and two more to give away. Now all you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winners they'll be announced in next week's video. So just a quick warning here then for those in the UK, EU and Australia. I have 10 games today for you all, but only 5 are going to be available in your region. It is proving just a little bit quiet on the eShop over there after all the Cyber Monday sales. First up then, SAGA Frontier Remastered. It's here with 20% off, not a huge discount but a recent release and a new low price. For those that maybe played it before, they've re-implemented cutscenes that were removed. There's a double speed option now, controls and UI have seen updates, and we even get Fuse, a new character. That's before we even take a look at the improved graphics as well for this 1998 classic. This one though, it's for the turn-based fans out there, and it's good stuff. Each character then packs their own story that you can follow along to. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 then finally sees a drop for those in the US and Canada. This deal, it was one of my personal favourites from the UK, EU and Australia during Black Friday. I'm not sure this one really needs an introduction either. Honestly, it's just a fantastic skateboarding experience with of course Hawk himself. Considered a classic by many though, it still plays great to this day. I reviewed it here on the Switch, you'll find that in the pinned comment down below, and overall it looks and feels like it should. It even rocks a stable frame rate, and yeah, it's just addictive too. The levels, they've been rebuilt perfectly, and now it even packs a new roster as well. On the soundtrack side of things then as well, they've managed to keep a decent chunk of it intact as well, which many wanted. A new low price though here of 45% off and a must buy in my eyes. As I said, my full review, it is in the pinned comment down below. Doom Eternal then is another one I covered here on the channel, and it's back matching the low price of 60% off. For those that may not know, this was put together by Panic Button, pretty much the best of the best when it comes to port work on the Nintendo Switch, and here they just did not disappoint. The frame rate, sure, it can waver slightly, it's going for 30 as well overall, but the action, it's as fiscal as ever and it's easy to forgive given just the scale of this project. Here though, hell has invaded Earth and now we must push them back with a whole lot of guns, gore and metal music, and yeah, it's just a great time this one. If you've played this then and want more, the DLC The Ancient Gods, that is also on sale for 50% off. It packs part 1 and 2, or you can also pick them up individually. Expect that latter option though to cost a little bit more. My full preview on this one in the pinned comment below. Rune Factory 4 Special then is here with 35% off. Now we've seen this price before in the US and Canada, but never before in the UK, EU and Australia, where it actually takes the crown for a new low price. I really enjoyed this one though. It's a unique combination of gameplay elements, but think here, part RPG, almost part slice of life. A fantasy farming adventure though, you can very much play this one like your Stardew Valleys of the world, but it also packs a story as well, meaning it's not just growing crops if you don't want it to be, but it can be an RPG adventure of raising monsters, dungeon crawling to a certain extent at least, and managing equipment. Alongside that then, they added new features as well, because at its core it's almost a remaster as well, so think getting married and seeing new cutscenes. Carrion then is for those that want something that looks a little bit more retro in design, but do not let the visuals deceive you. It packs a unique control scheme where you control a consistently growing monster overtaking a facility. The description prefers horror, you play the evil in this one. Explore this Metroidvania style world though with some seriously fluid controls that really do feel intuitive, and find your way through and ideally out of this location. It's good stuff. The only complaint from me here, the lack of a map, it can prove a little frustrating at points. It's matching the low price then with 40% off. Killer soundtrack too as well with this one. My full review, it's in the pinned comment below. A UK, EU, AU exclusive then, that is Jurassic World Evolution Complete Edition. This is from the team behind Roller Coaster Tycoon, and this is a fantastic use of the license where you find yourself in charge of now building up the latest dinosaur destinations. Think here though, switch out the roller coaster building for dinosaur creation and pens, and yeah, basically you get the idea. On launch, visually a little weak in handheld with some frame rate issues as well, but it's had some decent patches since. Still not perfect though, I will put that as a warning. Tons of gameplay here though for your cash. It adds credibility with a voiceover from the one and only Jeff Goldblum, and being the complete edition, it packs all previously released DLC, which could easily amount to over 100 hours of gameplay, if not honestly endless. A new low price though of 60% off, and my full review it is in the pinned comment down below. In the UK, EU and Australia as well, look for an incredible deal on Roller Coaster Tycoon free complete edition as well. I'm actually going to be saving that one for an under $10 edition in the future. Monomals then was a release I was kind enough to be sponsored to talk about recently, but I think it absolutely deserves the time in today's video. It's rocking a new low price here of 30% off. Now I was hands-on to check it out and I got addicted to its formula, falling somewhere between music maker and platformer. The idea though, you need to win a DJ contest with a variety of animal contestants. Gameplay wise though, you have to fish new sounds out of the water. To do this, it's almost environmental puzzles and 360-degree movement kind of platforming. You know, you're going to be controlling the fishing hook. Super vibrant visual style though, and what really impressed, the audio workstation to write up your tracks. Surprisingly in depth, so check out a full review, see if it's going to be one for you. So our first winner of the week then, it's going to Joshua, who picked up Big Rumble Boxing, the latest Rocky Creed kind of release, and commented on its difficulty. It's good fun this one, a lot better than I expected, almost more of a one-on-one fighter than a boxing experience, but it's just packing this great cast of characters. Congrats though Joshua, do not get too old school mad with this one and drop me an email to claim your code. Everyone else, a second winner still coming up later in the video. Into the final 3 games of the week then, we're starting with Spiritfarer, a game I adored. My full review, it's in the pinned comment below. Played it at launch, I was sick at the time and it was just the perfect game for the moment, you know, a wholesome adventure with a touching storyline to back it all up. Here though, you are the new ferry master. You're taxiing the recently deceased to the afterlife. To do this, you'll build up this boat, make them comfortable while exploring this world. You can get on land and off as well. The stories are so good though, it's often hard to say goodbye to some of these characters. And yeah, really special this one, beautiful visuals, and the music is stunning as well. It's matching the low price then of 50% off, which I'm always going to be behind recommending. Our penultimate game of the week then, Cadence, a hyrule, Crypt the NecroDancer featuring the Legend of Zelda. Long title that one, but it's back matching the low price here of 30% off, and we've only seen this price once before. That was way back in 2019, so I think it's fair to call this deal absolutely rare. If anything says your game was good though, it's when Nintendo gives you access to the Zelda license for sure, and this one, it's a rhythm-based adventure. Think randomly generated action, asking you to move to the beat of the music to attack, defend, all that good stuff. I'd watch a full review first. It's definitely a unique premise, but what makes it really special? The remixed Zelda music. A must-buy for me, and one I picked up personally physically. Our second winner of the week then, Ryan, who shouted out Wolfenstein and that it was worth the price when it was on sale, and I have to agree, another genius piece from Panic Button. Also mentioned Dragon Quest as well, and that one goes without mention, just another great shout out. Congrats though Ryan, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. So our final game of the video then, easy pick, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, one of only 2 10 out of 10 reviews I've ever given on the channel. At this point as well, I'm nearly 400 reviews deep, the other game being Tetris Effect. This game though, simply put, a masterpiece. It runs near flawlessly on the Nintendo Switch, it's absolutely stunning, the soundtrack is incredible, and its Metroidvania world just seriously expansive. I do not really have a bad word to say against it, honestly. Even its story is heartfelt and pitch perfect, with a growing set of moves, so as you progress, few games can match just how good this game feels, and in my eyes, again, it's a modern masterpiece of game design. A must-buy title and a new low price here of 60% off, that is an absolute steal. And that's another week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? Those last 2 games there, I think they will absolutely be worth a look. A new low price and something then we rarely see. Remember to drop a comment down below then for your chance to win 1 or 2 $10 eShop gift cards in next week's video. With that then, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.